starts with a readiness test, continues with sections that focus on conceptual learning, and ends with a comprehensive summative test. Let's look at one of the content pages. Most ebooks currently on the market are mainly text with very little, if any, interactivity. VBooks, on the other hand, have few static images. The toaster here, for example, is an interactive illustration aimed at engaging the users on the topic. I think this needs some more time in the toaster. And what would happen if we push it down once more? Just the way I like it. The interactive illustrations are accompanied by animations. The balls rolling down these ramps, for example, are analogies for electrons flowing through conductors. A ramp with more obstacles represents a wire with more resistance. So the animation makes it clear that more obstacles means a slower flow of current. All the animations can also be played full screen. The animation relates the width of the ramp to the cross-sectional area of the conductor. In a VBook, even a simple mathematical equation can be an enhanced learning experience. In this mathematical equation, users can visualize the relationship between the variables. As one increases, they can see how the other increases or decreases. Users can also do simple interactions inside the VBook. Here we can see the effect of a rheostat on an electric circuit. VBooks even let users view complex structures in full 3D. Here we can study how an electric motor works. Let's start the engine. See how we can view the model from any angle we want and observe its components while it is working? At the heart of the conceptual learning approach of AC VBooks are the investigation activities. In this investigation activity, we get to experiment with the effects of resistance. Let's choose an iron rod and power up the circuit. See how the ammeter gives a reading, and it is recorded in our experiment report? Let's choose a shorter one now. The ammeter's reading has increased, meaning the resistance of the shorter rod is less. We can now predict the relationship between the length of a conductor and its resistance. So we've chosen a length of 3 and 1. Let's try 2, though. Looks like our prediction was correct. At the end of each content page, you will find a Work on My Own section. The Work on My Own section contains formative assessments that make sure the user understands a group of events before proceeding to the next one. Let's do this fill-in-the-blanks exercise. Not very good. You may have noticed these green separating sections in a content page. The section sandwiched between two green lines is called a learning event. Learning events are self-contained educational pieces that focus on specific learning outcomes. Learning events come together to form content pages. This structure gives VBooks great modularity. If we tap a green line, it opens, and we can enter notes. We can also enter web links. Let's follow this web link we've just entered. We can go back to our app with a swipe from the left-hand side. Each learning event in VBooks also allows users to create a bookmark. These bookmarks allow users to easily return to that section. We've seen how we can make notes and bookmarks, and these can be accessed anytime from the bottom bar. We can go to our notes or we can go to our bookmarks. The bottom bar also allows access to the glossary. You can also do a keyword search within the VBook text. There is a summative test at the end of each ACV book. Each question in the summative test is associated with one or more learning outcomes and specific events. These connections allow the ACV books to create a learner outcome-based report. Let's see how I did. The report will direct the user to specific learning events for further study. We encourage you to check out all ACV books in the Windows Store.